Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, good viewers all, this is the Skyrider, and here it is, my friends. This is the sequel LP, as I promised, when I very first finished the very first LP I did, which was, of course, the original Freedom Force. And, as promised, here it is. As I promised at the end of that Let's Play, here is its sequel, Freedom Force versus the Third Reich. Great game, just as good as the original, if not a bit better. I'm not really sure. I think they improved on things. I think both are great games, but I think this one improves on the original. It just I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how much they changed. It's very subtle, I admit, but I think this one is just ever so slightly better. But you know, both are great, so. You know, they're essentially really just part of the same game. As in, one could bunch them together and they could essentially be the same game, really. But as you can see through this, all of these individuals there in the background, we're going to be fighting a lot of new enemies this time around. But also some old foes as well. However, good viewer, I am, as ever, inadequate to explain such things. So, allow me to present you with a bit of a recap as we begin. I'll be playing this on hard difficulty, just to say, which is the fourth of 6 difficulties. I think it'll provide an interesting Let's Play without being too rage-inducing for me. I think I should be able to do it reasonably easily on this. So, my friends, let us begin.
Can you imagine a planet so primitive?
That puny planet is the only thing that lies between you and utter control of the universe.
It would amuse me if it were to destroy itself. We shall give them the power of Energy X. Seek out the greediest, basest, and most corrupt of their number. To these wretches we shall give power beyond their imagination.
Behold the dawn of Energy X. Who could have foretold the perils it would bring? Who could have foreseen the heroes it would inspire?
What if I were to steal the Energy X? I could travel to Earth and find worthy men and women to endow with its power. They could stand up to the monstrosities Low Dominion intends to create.
Statue of the Minuteman, glowing, power surging into me. I am growing younger, body bursting with strength.
Ay, caramba! I'm lifting up into the sky. I have the power to control flame. I've been given these incredible powers for a reason. From this day on, I shall fight to bring us together. Such is the vow of El Diablo.
I will devote my life to finding a way to cure myself.
Until that day, the world shall only know me as the Man-Bot.
Like an alchemist converts base metals into gold, you will use my powers to convert wrong into right.
Such will be the work of the Alchemiss.
I can burrow, climb walls, and I've been given incredible strength and agility. It must be the ants.
Liberty Lad is on the scene.
They call me Eve.
Unit designated microwave.
Bullet ready for duty.
For where there is law,
there is order.
Meet Man of War.
And don't forget a sidekick, the sea urchin.
Together, these heroes fight evil as Freedom Force.
For freedom!
Never before has such a hall of heroes been assembled. For if they had fallen, so would fall the earth itself. But such glory comes not without a price.
I must remain here to hold open the time portal. Farewell, my comrades. Farewell, my friends. There will be future challenges. Meet them as you have met this one, as heroes.
Freedom Force has mourned their lost comrade, mourned him and moved on. But for one of their number, the past is not so easy to forget.
Hey fellas, Come and look at this hot little number. Plus she's got superpowers, too.
Holy cats! It's the Alchemiss! What's she doing here?
Peaches and cream? How did I get here? I'm smack dab in the middle of Patriot Park.
Alchemiss, this is Minuteman. Have you located Manbot yet?
Manbot? But he's... What do you mean?
There's no time to waste, girl. If you don't find Manbot soon, all could be lost.
What? Minuteman, I don't understand. Manbot's gone, trapped in another dimension.
There's no time for your girlish fantasies, soldier. Get a move on. Find Manbot.
But he's gone. He sacrificed himself to save us. How can you not remember? Minuteman? Minuteman!
But no one answers the plaintive pleas of the stunning sorceress. And so she does what heroes do. She acts.
To get information about playing the game, follow the yellow arrows and click on the glowing signs.
Ah, my friends, it is good to be back to this series. I love that opening cutscene, it must be said. It's brilliant. I just love the way that you're reintroduced to all the heroes that you know and love from the last game. That's brilliant. And it's got all the different bits of music as well, which I just love about this game. It's got that epic credits music, which we all know from the last LP, which I will probably sing to again before this game is out. We have that beautiful little piece of where Manbot's saying his farewells when he's back trapped in the celestial clock. That sort of very spacey one. I can imagine sort of looking out over the stars into the celestial clock of that one. And also gives you a new bit of music. Those ominous violins that we heard as the narrator's voice faded away into the distance. And as we heard also when Minuteman was just talking to Alchemiss. We will hear that music as well before the game is out, good viewer. We will hear it again.
The status bar in the bottom right shows details on the target object. Move the pointer over the thug ahead to examine him.
Yes, there's a lot to be mysterious about in this first mission, good viewer, because well, it's a very strange first mission, put it like that. Although it does share a lot of similarities to the first game, because of course that game took place in Patriot Park at the start, with Minuteman, and this one takes place with Alchemiss in Patriot Park, albeit on a very dark and misty night. Let's try to pick up the pace here, however.
When you left-click on an enemy, you execute your default attack. Try it on the thug ahead.
Okay, arcane this thug here, and then
Take
the ever
this.
useful repulsion. Into the lamppost. Fall down, and
No more!
the
I'll squeal!
face.
This thug has surrendered. Left-click on him to interrogate.
Left click on him I shall.
Let me go, you freak! If you're looking for that big tin can, they took him uptown.
Intriguing.
Right-click on the thug ahead to bring up the command menu and choose Arcane Bolt.
Okay, here we go. Because this is a little secondary objective we have here. Good view to take out all the thugs in the park.
Time for some clobbering.
I
Take
think not,
this.
mate. Couldn't have put it better myself, Alchemiss. Excellent, that's one down. Okay, good viewer. Something just as a technical note. Sorry, I'm trying to get all of this stuff out of the way as quick as I can. For some reason, Fraps just doesn't seem to quite agree with this game. It can still record it, but it does have a habit of crashing at times. Just literally, the game will just, at random, just stop, just exit. Because Fraps is recording. I don't know why, it just does that. So, at times, you may see me put in brief cuts. So if things like that happen, that's probably why. Simply because I want to save the footage, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to be putting one of those in now. That's rather irritating, but there we go. But hopefully it'll, you know, prevent too many continuity errors. Just as a little technical note. I don't know if it'll do that regularly, but it's a problem I've encountered quite a few times. So, apologies for that.
You can change your default left-click attack by clicking the default power button in the lower left. Try setting Alchemiss's default power to Arcane Bolt before attacking this thug.
Uh-oh, that's awkward. The default power is already Arcane Bolt. But let's show it off. Excuse me, let's show this off anyway. We've got Smite the Wicked and Arcane Bolt. Let's go for it. Obviously, this is very simple and quite slow-paced for a first mission, but then it is the tutorial, so that's to be expected.
Ranged attacks will often let you hit an enemy before they can hit you. They are generally less accurate than melee attacks, however.
As it is with many a game, narrator, but...
You left a friend behind. What kind of hero are you?
What's that supposed to mean, you bastard? I should Arcane Bolt you in the back of the face. Very strange. Of course, he's referring to Manbot. But how can that be? Yes, Freedom Force does obviously have a wonderful habit of stating the obvious. It's saying melee attacks, you attack from melee, but they're more accurate than ranged attacks, which attack from ranged, but then that is just the style of Freedom Force.
You can hold down the right mouse button and drag the command menu around. This makes it easier to target moving enemies. Try it now.
Oh no, I've got a thug chasing me, what shall I do? Oh wait, time to show off Alchemist's new ability. Take to the skies, Alchemiss, and
Here
blast
comes.
him. You might even say that she's riding the skies. Huh?
And here's some for you.
See what I did there? I'm brilliant. Yes, it appears Alchemist has developed in her strengths since the last game, because of course she couldn't fly in the last game. And down he goes. And of course, since all the thugs in this park are melee characters, we can easily take them out from the skies.
Energy X canisters give various bonuses to the hero that uses them. Blue Energy X canisters give a hero extra experience points, which can be used between missions to improve their powers.
Yes, very useful, although I consider them green more than blue. Apologies if you're finding this slow-paced or boring, good viewer, but as I said in the first game, what kind of Let's Play would I be if I didn't run through the tutorials?
You can pause the game by hitting the spacebar. Use it often, especially during difficult fights.
You got it, mate. I plan to be doing so.
When dealing with multiple enemies at once, try and remove some of them from the fight temporarily. Use Alteration on one of the thugs ahead, then attack the other one.
Excellent, that puts him in stasis. Oh, no, wait. Alchemist, fly! Oh dear, now you're screwed, aren't you, mate?
That'll teach you.
Yeah, Alchemist has a new voice actress in this game as well. Sorry, voice actor. I tried to...
Yeah, that's more like it.
Sure. Yep, you're right, mate. It is more like it. Thank you for correcting my speech. Yeah, new voice actor. I try to avoid using the word actress as a rule, good viewer. Simply because I feel that it puts too much emphasis on the individual's gender as opposed to their job, and I don't think that actor is itself a particularly masculine term. I'm an actor and I don't consider myself very masculine. I've got the tits to prove it as well. So we're just mopping up all these last thugs here. Very simple.
That'll teach you.
Although, we do have many questions, good viewer. Like, why these thugs have such red demon eyes? How did Alchemist get here? And what exactly is Minuteman, the leader of Freedom Force, one of its founders? What is he talking about when he says find Manbot? Who, of course, at the end of the last game,
that'll teach you.
Spoilers, was trapped in the Celestial Clock. Incidentally, good viewer, I think I'll put the link to the first episode of the original Freedom Force that I LP'd in the description, so as to get more likings and more comments. Lol, trollololol, trollololol, even. Nothing like out of tune trolling. Yes, so that you, for those of you who want to watch that one first can. Although, unfortunately, you've just had a big spoiler, but then that's the case. Sorry. Secondary objective complete. Excellent. Now let's go back to our signs.
The escape key brings up the main menu. From there, you can save and load games, or adjust options.
Boom.
You get prestige by completing objectives. Prestige can be used to attract new heroes to your team. Avoid damaging buildings or hurting civilians, or you will lose prestige.
Get away from me!
What's the matter, Chiquita? Aren't you in the mood for some hot Diablo passion?
Ricardo, you'll burn that poor girl alive.
Aye, if it isn't the Ice Princess. Since you never seem interested in old Ricardo, maybe Diablo can warm you up.
What the hell is this? Our teammate El Diablo is really not himself, it would seem. What on earth is going on here? Let's try and save this civilian from El Diablo. Let's take to the skies. Because, as anyone who has played the last game will know, Diablo's a great character, but he's not the most accurate of bastards. Quite the contrary.
You saved me!
Miniman will take care of you.
What the hell is going on? Has El Diablo been corrupted? Just what on earth is going on, my friends? However, I think, good viewer, we're going to leave things there. Simply because it's, well, not simply because, A, because it's a good stopping point, and B, because, again, like the first game, I stopped after Minuteman got out of the park. I'm not doing this on, well, am I doing it on purpose? I don't know, maybe a bit. But I think it's only natural that I'm going to compare this LP to the first one, both in gameplay terms and in personal terms, to see how far I've come. But there we are. So, good viewer, I will leave you there, and next time we will progress further into Patriot City on this mysterious night, and find out exactly why Freedom Force has turned on the Alchemiss. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Skyrider. Farewell until we meet again.